Welcome to Uncover Time, where history is made simple and powerful. Today we explore the Indo-European peoples, the ancient tribes who gave us languages, legends, and a world forever changed. A long time ago, before modern countries existed, many small tribes lived across Europe and Asia, and many of them spoke similar languages. Historians now call them the Indo-European peoples because their languages later spread from India to Europe. They did not all come from one place, but they shared a common past, and their cultures shaped much of human history. These people were farmers, herders, warriors, and kings. They moved across the land, carried stories, and built early civilizations. One group were the Mitannians, who lived in parts of Syria and Iraq around 1500 BCE and were known for their love of horses. The Mitannians trained horses carefully and became masters of chariot warfare, riding fast and striking hard in battle. They also signed treaties with other powerful kingdoms, showing they were respected and organized. Another great Indo-European group were the Hittites, who built a strong empire in what is now Turkey. The Hittites were powerful in war, and they were among the first to use iron weapons, which gave them an advantage. They are also remembered for signing one of the earliest peace treaties in history with the Egyptians after the famous Battle of Kadesh. The Hittites left behind written records on clay tablets, showing us their laws, religious beliefs, and daily life. To the north lived the Armenians, another Indo-European people who built their lives in the mountains. The Armenians had their own gods and kings, and later became one of the first nations to accept Christianity. Despite many invasions, they kept their culture strong and passed it down through generations. Farther east lived the Scythians, wild horsemen of the grasslands, riding fast and living in tents. The Scythians were skilled with bows and arrows and were feared across Central Asia and beyond. They wore colorful clothes and gold ornaments, and when their chiefs died, they were buried with treasures, horses, and honor. To the west, in Anatolia, lived the Phrygians, another Indo-European group known for myths and music. Greek stories tell of King Midas, a Phrygian ruler said to have turned everything he touched into gold. The Phrygians worshipped a powerful goddess called the Great Mother, or Cybele, who represented life and nature. Her worship was loud and joyful, with drums, singing and dancing, calling on her to bless the land and people. The Romans later adopted this goddess, and she became an important part of their religion too. Next to the Phrygians lived the Lydians, who became rich through trade and gold from the river Pactolus. The Lydians are believed to be the first people to make real coins from gold and silver, changing how people traded. Before coins, people traded goods directly, but coins made buying and selling easier, faster, and more fair. Their most famous king was Croesus, whose name is still used today to mean someone very rich. Croesus ruled from Sardis, a wealthy city with gold-covered buildings and strong walls. He once asked the Greek thinker Solon if he was the happiest man alive, but Solon replied, "Wait until your life is finished." Later, Croesus lost a war to Cyrus the Great, and as he stood ready to die, he remembered Solon's wise words. Cyrus was moved by this and decided to save him, showing mercy and respect even to a defeated king. Their languages became Latin, Greek, Sanskrit, Persian, Pashto, and many others still spoken by millions. They built cities, made alliances, fought wars, and shared ideas across thousands of miles. Though many of their names are forgotten, their legacy is not. It lives in our words, our values, and our histories. Thank you for watching Uncover Time. Like, share, and subscribe, and join us again as we uncover the past together.